Hey everybody, Mirante here. I'm going to go a little out of my element a bit and do some commentary on two of my trades I took, both of them on last Friday, the 17th. You can find those trades in the description of this video if you haven't seen them yet. But I just kind of wanted to go over kind of my thought process through them, how I felt about them, and how I feel about them now. So first one here is this long trade on MES at about 11:11 a.m. New York time. What got me into this trade was this kind of equal low area here where they kept going a little bit higher low each time until they kind of dropped through it and then immediately kind of slingshot back up. So that to me kind of made it look like a liquidity grab. So once they did that, I just waited for one of my setups, which in this particular case is this fair value gap right here that kind of goes up and then comes back down and retraces it. I set my entry at the 50%, the midway of the fair value gap at 39.47 there. That's where I got filled. My stop loss would have been probably a tick below this candle, so probably a 41.25 and then my target was going to be up here at the top of this candle here. I chose this one because this is a very small account. It's only got $500 in it. This is its first trade. So I didn't want to get too greedy. I usually shoot for 5 handles or 5 points. I got a little lucky here. Got just a little over 6 on this trade. So I could have gone with this high, which also would have worked. But again, I just wanted to kind of take my money and run with this account, until it gets a little bigger where I can afford to, try and reach for higher targets there. So that was this one. I liked this one. This really, it felt easy. It was pretty low stress. I just kind of trusted this fair value gap to hold. Once it did this move, I felt pretty good about it that I'd hit my target. The second one was a little later in the day. Over here, this really quick trade. What got me into this one was these kind of lower highs, and then it's kind of 2 fair value gaps here on the 1 minute. So we mark those out. We'll just mark that one. Also could have played this one, would have been a great entry. I just didn't notice it in time, and that happens. So I went with a second opportunity here. But you'll notice in the video I didn't set an entry price on it because it kind of aggressively went into this fair value gap. And I don't consider fair value gaps kind of used until they're closed. The candle closes through it on each time frame. So you see here on the 1 minute, it did that. We can go to the 2 minute chart. Where are we? We're over here. Okay. 2 minute chart, its fair value gap was a little larger, but it did the same thing. And then on the 3 minute chart, it's a little bit smaller of a fair value gap, so we can adjust that there. And I marketed in on this one as it kind of broke over it and then started to wick back down. Once it wicked back down, I marketed in at, it looks like 54.50, so kind of midway through this fair value gap. And then this was another one where it's just don't really have a particular target other than, this wick would have been like the closest, but it was mostly just I wanted my 5 handles and I'm gone. And needless to say, I got pretty lucky on this one because it hit 49.50 to the tick and reversed on me and would have stopped me out up here because my stop would have been probably this or even sooner. So I'd say a little bit more lucky than good on this one, but hey, sometimes that's what you need. But that is it for me on this video. I hope you liked it. Give it a like or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, bye.